What makes us different and unique is what happens within our walls. Everybody is trained, specialties, brain injury, spinal cord injury, transplants, and we work really hard with the families, with our patients to make sure that they're able to go home.
This type of environment of being a translational rehabilitation hospital is different because you're utilizing data and evidence and science. Technically, if you're not doing that, you're kind of a dinosaur. You really need to be on the edge and doing the newest things. And
translational research is actually taking research done in the lab or on the floor with the researcher specifically, and translating it to practice.
And really, that's the point of doing research, is so that clinicians and their patients actually benefit from the knowledge that we gain.
So where it impacts the patients and the therapist or the physicians or whomever's doing that research is actually hitting patients, and it's actually on the floor.
So I first heard about the research. I went to a continuing education course that George put on here one Saturday. And so it was all about integrating high-intensity training with patients after a stroke or after a spinal cord.
When I saw George and his team working intensely with the folks over there, I wanted to have a part in that. By intensity, there was a lot of motivation, a lot of coaching, a lot of hands-on, a lot of one-on-one. And that's what intrigued me about George and his team.
That's one of the best parts of this, is that you can take something and, I can write about it and publish it, and that's great, and that's what scientists do, but then to have a therapist actually utilize it and talk about utilizing it, that becomes really exciting.
As the research is happening, this new information that everybody else has to wait for to be published, or everybody else is going to read in years from now or a year from now, we're right there doing it.
And that's really one of the best parts. And seeing those patients get motivated and do it, and have races out in the hallway with each other, I mean, that's pretty cool to see.
My family absolutely believes I'm in the right place.
It makes me feel better knowing that the therapists here are so wonderful, and they push him to his limits, and they're constantly making him better.
I had a spinal injury in the lower lumbar area, so I couldn't actually move my legs any at all. I had no function to be able to stand, and that was just about it. I don't think there's a facility out there that I could have gone to be able to get the help that I need, along with the motivation that I need to get where I need.
Yes.
It makes me feel personally good inside that he's getting better. He's getting back to where he wants to be. You
really need to be on the cutting edge of understanding what's known and what's new, and then pushing it forward. So I think that separates RHI from a lot of different hospitals. We want to be better, and again, to make our patients the best.
For all the families and the patients that come through here, they're going through really difficult time.
To me, it's like quantum leaps from where I was to where I'm at now. I still have a big journey to go.
It's not a place you go for fun. It's work, it's recovery. The benefit of having all these experts and these specialists that provide such great care and hopefully a support afterwards for home.
I think the one thing that I'd like to share with you guys is that if I continue on this high intensity pace, that I will get better. My balance is a lot better, my flexibility is a lot better, and I feel better about myself being a part of this.
Going back to when he first had his injury, and when he first got here to RHI, and seeing him now, it was such a big transition through all of that. It's been leaps and bounds, and I'm just so grateful of RHI for getting him where he is, because I know he wouldn't have been able to do these kind of things without them here.
And they are working hard, and they're getting great outcomes, and that is the point of all these endeavors, is really get the best outcomes for our patients, and that's what RHI really wants to do.
Basically what it does is it puts us in a position where we're implementing new ideas, innovative treatments, innovative interventions right away.
I wish that shortly after my injury occurred, that I would have been in a program like this back then, because I think the curve on improving would have been a lot faster.
It's going to be a long process. I have a goal. My goal is to get back to where I was originally at. If that can't happen, my goal is at least to be able to get up and walking and moving on my own. And I don't feel that if there's a facility out there that could do that for me other than RHI.
And so that is really the goal of this, like getting in there and helping the people who don't know how to help themselves. Once you give them a little bit and they see it, and they know what to do, and then they're gold.
And to have the honor of working with patients and family members, there's really no words to put to it. It's amazing, and I'm just grateful to be able to be part of it.